They say in some remote villages, when the monsoon arrives, the rain isn't just water. It carries whispers from the shadows. Tonight, I'm taking you to one such village in India, where a single house holds a secret that no one dares to speak aloud. A place where listening to the whispers might be the last thing you ever do. The first night of the monsoon arrived in a small, isolated village, surrounded by dense forests and silent hills. The sky was heavy with clouds, and thunder rolled between the mountains like an ancient groan escaping the earth itself. The village seemed calm, but the calm was deceptive. It was as if the land itself were holding its breath. At the edge of the village stood an old, abandoned house. For generations, it had been empty most of the time. The villagers whispered that the walls absorbed every sound, every drop of rain, and sometimes even whispered back. On the first night, as the rain began to fall, faint whispers floated through the air. At first, it seemed like the wind playing tricks, but the sounds grew clearer, like someone or something was speaking from inside the fairy walls. A soft, heavy voice murmured, "Go back. You do not belong here." By the second night, the rain poured harder than anyone could remember. The paths were flooded, and the trees bent unnaturally under the invisible weight of some unseen force. Inside the house, drops of water began falling from the ceiling, dark and thick, almost like a mixture of mud and blood. Every time they were wiped away, footsteps began echoing from the upper floor, slow and deliberate. The house was empty, yet the steps were unmistakable. They stopped at the front door, just standing there, breathing deep, unhuman breaths that sent chills down the spine. By the third night, the storm reached its peak. Every hour, the same sequence of whispers and footsteps repeated at the same exact time, as if time itself were trapped in a loop. At 3 in the morning, a delicate female voice whispered from the back door, "Return it. You have taken what isn't yours." No one had taken anything, yet the message was clear. Something claimed the house, something ancient, something that would not forgive. Days passed, and the house changed. Walls no longer stood silently. They seemed to hum softly, breathing. Every mirror reflected scenes that didn't exist. One mirror showed a room flooded with rainwater, though the floor was dry. Another revealed a tall, faceless shadow, standing just behind anyone who dared look. One night, the storm cut all lights and plunged the village into total darkness. The rain paused for a moment, as if the sky held its breath. Then, a scream echoed from the mountains. Human, yet not entirely human, yet not entirely human. It reverberated so deeply that the air itself seemed to freeze. When the rain